EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State and TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Dallas Cowboys and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Ball on the tee, we're set for football. And off we go from Jacksonville. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. That didn't take long to see our first penalty of the game, did it?
We always talk about everyone wanting to get into the game in a hurry. The officials did as well.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Successive penalties have them looking now at a 1st and 20. Lawrence with the handoff to Robinson. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Throwing on 2nd and long. Lawrence. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. They go play action with Lawrence. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. DeMarcus Lawrence. He continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Well, this defense for the Jaguars, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did with
and he can't escape, and down he goes. Josh Allen from his outside linebacker spot gets him down there for a loss of 4. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's caught. Tolbert.
And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. Now this looks like a roughing call.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. They'll run left with Pollard. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
From the 8, they've got it 1st and goal.
Now Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott
with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are on the board first here this afternoon.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
And for a second straight play, that Cowboy defense gets him to the ground behind the line of scrimmage. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Now Lawrence to throw.
Looking downfield for Jones. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. And some space here.
And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
On play action, Prescott.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Landon Collins.
And the Jags are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
On 2nd and 7, Lawrence. That's caught by Waller out left side. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Lawrence now off the bootleg.
He'll buy some time right. Finds the open target, Arnold.
And he will have a Jaguars 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
A play fake for Robinson. Now Lawrence. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. The Jaguars had 4-9 now on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
ETN up the middle.
And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Another tote for ETN.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. This complete to Jones.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Alex Leatherwood, the Alabama man, called for the penalty there. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun.
And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield at man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Caught by Jones. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29.
4th down. Here's Lawrence. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Marquise Bell. And the Cowboys are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe you give him a couple easy throws that he can complete.
He's got a man complete.
And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line.
A big play here for Dallas. 52 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now Prescott.
On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. Buying time to his left. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Cowboys go up by 2 touchdowns. Rosas good with the extra point. And it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taking it about the 1.
And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
On play action, Lawrence.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked up by Marquise Bell. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott.
And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And that makes the score 21-0. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Sliding out of the pocket. And that is incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Pulled in at the 24.
The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that what?
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Cowboys continue to pull away here in this first half.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Rosas good with the extra point, and it is 28-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Now Lawrence on 3rd and long.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Play action now, Prescott. And that is incomplete.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit after they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon.
And the Cowboys will extend their lead here just before halftime.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And the route is on here in this first half.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. And he's going to be brought down inside the 5 at the 3.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with the coach and our EA Sports halftime report. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. A big play here for Dallas. 41 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Prescott down. Touchdown.
Jalen Tolbert.
A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Cowboys have taken a 6-touchdown lead.
Rosas good with the extra point, and it is 42-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Now ETN to start the drive. Room here to run. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 39 yards there, a big one. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Lawrence. Man open, here is Jones. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 14. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback, as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Darren Waller from 19 yards away. And the Jaguars are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Doug Peterson says, let's go for 2 here. Lawrence going to look to throw for it. And this is caught, so they do get the 2. Still a very large deficit, but maybe something to feel a little better about. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Still comfortably on top, 3rd quarter, as they start things here with a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Prescott. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Going to run again here with Pollard. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They run straight ahead here with Pollard, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 55 rushing yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dalton Schultz, 27 yards. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. He'll drop this one off with ETN. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the fourth quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And now here is another interception.
Picked up by Marquise Bell. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
To throw is Prescott. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. 23 yards, the final tally. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
26 big yards on that one. It's another 1st down.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
Prescott on 1st down. He'll take a shot for the end zone.
And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Play fake. Here's Prescott. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick.
And the Jaguars are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping it.
And my goodness, another interception.
And the Cowboys are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead.
A good start to the drive. That's caught out on the left side. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. It'll be a handoff to Pollard, and he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And, boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display. And now,
Prescott stripped, and the Jags grab it. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else.
And now here is another interception.
and the Cowboys are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Prescott got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Pollard going to try the right side. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's Pollard again.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line.
Throwing here, Prescott. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. From the red zone now, Prescott.
He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Devin Lloyd
able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Prescott off play action. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. And he wasn't really big on that. He was big on going ahead and scoring. He's kind of reincarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
And the pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down.
And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception.
And the Cowboys come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago. And you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for the Cowboys, they get back to 500 now as the win moves them to 7-7. And they'll return home next week to take on the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, they dropped their 10th game now to fall to 4-10. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.